Hey guys, this is UC from My Trade Price. It is Saturday afternoon and thought of making a little clip. Uh, I'm not going to get into the details around levels and all that stuff. I post enough charts and stuff like that, but I think it would be nice since you are utilizing our platform for getting the trade ideas, actively trading with us, or just trying to feel what we are doing so that you can kind of uh, feel more confident into your own trades. So I think it would be nice to review some of the recent trades, the big ones that we did and why it worked, what we were looking into and all that stuff. So for example, Amazon, right? Uh, it was a bullish chart. This is a weekly chart, right? And you are seeing we were the swing trade that we did, we entered around 33.62, right? Because that was the level to get in at the monthly break, right? That was a swing setup. But then you play daily based on some key levels that we provide, right? So what are those? How do you time your entries, or how do you evaluate a chart to see if it's working out or if it's not, and all that stuff, right? So let's get into a daily time frame. The big move was on Thursday, right, in Amazon. But we were getting all prepared. All the commentary, all the indications were there for this move to kind of happen, right? And you just had to react according to that, right? So in terms of some storyline, the the red days, right? The bearish days on Amazon were not seeing any downside follow through. So that kind of tells you that people are buying, or there's not enough selling pressure in the stock, right? If it did go below 34.62, it immediately popped back up. So you can see this was the resistance, right? And then what happened after the price got above that, it became support, this level. So similarly, going into the future, this was the resistance. Now on any pullback, we should assume that this level should give us a bounce, right? I'm not saying it will trade there or not, but if it does, that is a good level for you to enter for a bounce trade, right? And of course, we kind of drill down into a lower time frame because this is a clean chart, right? That's what I'd like to look at when I'm reading price, the underlying structure, right? So the underlying structure right now is still bullish, right? Friday, we did get a little bit of top weight from this 37.60 level, but let's see if we get any follow through to the downside a little bit, more retracement or not, but then still the channel is intact, right? If I go into a lower time frame, let's say an hourly time frame, and then let me bring out the levels. There you go. So we have some key levels that we can play bounce from. And as long as, this 3561, 3609 level, all those levels are intact. Like, for example, this one, 3561, that's where it broke out from right here. The chart is still bullish, right? This channel uptrend line can be a good support level to look at if it kind of comes here for a bounce, something like that. We don't know if it will, but if it does, that's what you need to take advantage of, right? In a lower time frame, we're still kind of this lower time frame channel. Now going forward, right? What I would like to see for this to play out, this is sort of you can say a 36.45 is one area that you can say, okay, this can, we can see some bounce. Why? Because this will be what do you call that? Channel bottom, this mini channel's bottom, right? That's where we can see a little bounce from these like $10, $20 bounces, right? That you can use for quick trades. But if you want to swing this thing now, uh, you want some cushion, and the only way you can have that cushion is that if it trades down a little bit, right, on Monday or Tuesday, and then it breaks above this down channel, that's where you get in for a swing trade back up, right, towards the highs. We don't know if it will happen or not, but that's the setups that you will need to kind of look for. Now let's go back to Tesla, right? That was also a big winner this week that we played out. So, and again, This is a clean chart, right? Not with a whole lot of levels, just at the daily levels. So, but the big number, right, or the big level that we were looking for a break above was 1056, right? Because that's where it broke down from, and then it did not really go much below 987, right? We got this sort of bar with the bottom wick, and then we got some nice follow through to the upside that just stopped at this 1056 level, right? And then the next day it started building above that, and that's where we started getting long against the low of 1056, right? So that was a good level to get in. Now, if I look into the hourly time frame, it's still bullish, right? You can just look at it. You see a dominant uh, trend, and dominant bars are green bars, right? All these big bars with volume and with what do you call that? The price itself, it pushes up. Any red bars you see, they don't really get any downside follow through. They are smaller, right? So not much bearish pressure. And anytime bulls show up, they do drive the price higher, and there's minimal overlap in the bullish bar. So that tells you, right, that it's still in the bullish mode. So now if we see Monday, I think the big number to see on the upside is, let me bring the right tool, is this 1174, right? That's where we broke down from a few weeks ago, right? And now we're trying to build it back up. So that's the big number to see if we can go towards that with some more strength. And as long as it's holding this channel, it is bullish. Now, if we do sell off on Monday or something, the first level that you need to see that you wanted to see it hold is 1092, right? Or even above that a little bit, right? Something like this level right here, around 1120 or something like that. So the idea behind our platform, right, and engaging with us, talking with me and Annie, and just kind of going through the stuff that we write, the levels we post, the analysis we do, we really want you to feel confident and think about why you have signed up for this, right, or why you are on the platform, why you're communicating with us, because you want to be more confident, you want to grow as a trader. That part, and then just be a smart trader, right? You, like, for example, when we enter uh, Amazon, right, you should not be asking us questions that, hey, can I enter a swing trade here? How can you enter a swing trade here, right? Because the chart can easily come down here, and then you will start getting worried that your calls are not working, and it can still go back up like that, right? And it will become a new channel up, something like that. So you don't buy a swing trade in when the chart is making new highs. For example, let's look at BA, right? Now, if you want to swing this trade this name, this is the time, you start looking into a setup that will give you a swing trade, right? Because it's in the hole, your risk will be minimal, versus if you were buying this stock right here for a swing, this is a better level for a swing, right? Because if it goes up, your risk is this, but if it goes up from here a little bit, you can increase your stop loss to break even, and then you will have a cushion, right? If it keeps going up, you keep raising your stop loss, things like that. So the idea is you don't get into a swing here. Yes, you can get into a day trade here, but not a swing trade, right? Coin, for example. I like this setup, right? Going into next week. So what I will be watching, I'm just giving you an example, right? So what happened here? Uh, this was sort of a triangle, right? Getting tight, and then we just broke down, right? So in technical terms, it's a breakout. It's a bearish breakout, right? Because this bearish bar. Oops, let me pick the right tool. Uh, okay, so okay, it's not letting me do that. 1 second. All right. So this bearish trend bar, it broke all this consolidation, right, to the downside, right? So it's a bearish breakout. Now, whoever shorted over here, they're in profits, right? And the next day on Friday, we saw this inside bar, bullish bar by itself, but still from the location perspective, it's still bearish, right? Because it's couldn't really go above this bar right here and all that stuff. But the setup now tells you that if the sellers are going to fail, that's where you want to kind of take advantage of that, right? So the setup says this is a breakout failure trade. The breakout failure trade means that you don't see any downside follow through to this breakdown, right? So what will happen is you will put a stop loss or sorry, a buy stop order for coin at 339.5 or 340, if you want to call it even, right? That you will get long above 340 or 339.4, or when the break happens above this downtrend line, right? Either or all of them. It's up to you, right? But your stop loss will be, let's say, initially the low of this whole structure, which is 323, right? It's a From options perspective, it's definitely, yes, it's a long stop loss. It's a big loss stop loss, right? You can't wait like $15 for it to drop and be okay. But from setup perspective, that's what it is. So what you do is you buy time. You go out 2 to 3 weeks, something like that, so that even if it drops a little bit right here in the middle, you don't start getting cold feet. You're playing the setup, right? So the setup would say get long above 339.4 as a breakout failure trade, and then just keep riding it up towards 349 or even towards 355, raise your stop loss, things like that. So that's how you trade objectively without emotions, right? If it plays out, if it plays out. If it doesn't, it stops you out. That's fine, right? But you're taking smarter decisions, right? So that's the whole idea. So here's how it looks in the lower time frame, right? So okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to get into the details of different levels and all that stuff. I'll publish that tomorrow, but just wanted to talk about how you can utilize our platform for better trade setups, for increasing your confidence on these levels and things like that. And just reading the charts, right? What they are doing, right? That will help you be more confident, I think. So I just wanted to kind of talk my heart out. Okay. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. If you have any questions, please reach out to Annie or myself, and we'll be happy to talk. Thank you.